What's up, wannabes? Um, Today I'll be doing a review on my Gengar and Crobat deck. Since it's the Halloween theme. Since he did what he did. Shit, what was it? I forget what deck he did. Noivern, and he didn't. I know he didn't Noivern, but we're just gonna do the Creepshow deck, which has the Gengar and the Crobats. So it's going to dive down directly into it. We are running 3 Ghastlies with the ability with the Sleep Poison, just to kind of delay. We are running the Haunter with the Gothic Fear, so whenever you play it from your hand and evolve, you can choose to confuse both active Pokemon. When you play it, it'll ask you, it'll be like, yeah, do you want to confuse them or not? So it's not you play it and they're both confused. You could actually choose if you want to confuse them or not. We're running the Gengar with the Creepshow ability with the no retreat cost. Our main focus of this deck is this bottom ability, which is 1 Psychic Energy, 1 colorless. Basically how it works is, if your opponent's active Pokemon has 3 or more damage counters on it, that Pokemon's knocked out. So if it has at least 30 damage on it, it'll get knocked out completely. That's when the actual bats come into play. We have the Zubats with the Skydive. So the Skydive does 10 damage to any Pokemon, either they're active or they're benched, for one colorless. And then we have the Golbat, which when you play this Pokemon from your hand and you evolve it, you can put 2 damage counters on any Pokemon. And then the swoop across ability does 10 damage to each Pokemon, they're active and all their bench Pokemon. So that's really good for racking counters on. And then the Crobat, whenever you evolve into a Crobat, it does 30 damage. Yeah, it does 30 damage to any Pokemon. And then the Skydive does 30 damage to any Pokemon. We're running the 1 Rim Raid and then 1 Artillery just for draw power. 1 Field Blower, just get rid of Fighting Fury Belts, floats, any tools. We're running 3 level balls just to help pull our Haunter, our Ghastlies, our Zubats, and our Golbats. 3 rare candies, 2 Sacred Ashes just to help pull because we have a lot of Pokemon in here, pull our Pokemon back into our deck. Super Rod, same thing but with energy. We're running 2 Scoop Ups just so we can reuse the abilities of the Golbat and the Crobat and the Haunters. And we're running 3 Ultra Balls and then 3 Verse Seekers just to help pull our supporters. 3 Dimension Valleys, which are really good in this deck because if you play a Dimension Valley, you don't have to pay the cost for the Zubat Skydive. You don't have to pay the cost for the Golbat. You don't have to pay the cost for the Crobat. And then if you want to use, you'll only be able to use 1 energy on the Creepshow, the Gengar, if that Dimension Valley's out. We're running 1 Bridget, 3 Guzmas, 3 Ends, and then 3 Sycamores. We're running 2 Teammates. The Teammates are in here just to help in case we have to throw out a Zubat or anything like that. It helps us search our deck, mostly for like a rare candy or a Gengar, most likely. And then we're running 7 energies. So this is my version of the Creepshow. People say to run, what is it? I forget. Yeah, the Espeon. But I don't run that because I like the bats better, in my opinion. So let's go ahead and get into our first match. I've played a lot with this deck, and I really do enjoy playing this deck. Mostly with the bats because the bats, you have so much room to play around with it. Because they can do damage to almost anything on the board. But the main thing is you want to get your Gengar out pretty quick too. Start applying pressure, being aggressive with it. This isn't too bad of a hand. Just going to play Ghastly out. Ghastly, Haunter, Octillery, Level Ball, and 2 Sycamores. That isn't too bad. I might level for either a Zubat or a Rim. I might do that if it's not prized. We're going to get the Lapras deck. Oh, there's the Brooklet Hill. And you get a Dimension Valley out. Get rid of that Brooklet Hill. Or a Field Blower. We'll see what we draw. Not Ghastly. Let's go and level and see what we got in our deck. We have a Rim in here. We have 3. We have all those. We have one of our Haunters is prized. 2 of our rare candies are prized. One of our Dimension Valleys is prized. Yeah. So pull it around. And I'll go and wait till next turn so I can double evolve into Octillery and Haunter. I'm going to confuse them. And then I'll go ahead and Sycamore. Depends on what he plays this turn. You'll pull Manaphy out, so he has that free retreat. You attach a double colorless to his Articuno. So he's going to search his deck for a trainer card. The Lapras ability. Pull out Steven. Alright, so we drew a Super Rod. It's going to play Octillery. Evolve into that. It's going to play this Haunter. Let's go ahead and confuse both Pokemon. And we're going Sycamore. Let's go and attach an energy to our Haunter. Let's go and evolve into another Haunter. And then we're going to use Brooklet Hill just to shuffle. Just to reshuffle our deck. None really I can do. I could place an energy, then use Abyssal Hand. Hopefully draw something. Alright, he's going to use Crushing Hammer. Alright, he got heads. He's going to go ahead and attach an energy to his Articuno on the bench. And you get a Gengar out. Actually, you need to start doing some damage to get them counters up. Go ahead and pull another Lapras onto the bench with the Brooklet Hill. The thing is too, if they're confused and they try to basically use Steven, if they're confused and he tries to use an attack or anything, and he flips tails, it's automatically do 30 damage. So he's already in that area of getting creep showed. He's gonna pull a Team Flare Grunt and a Water Energy, so I might as well attach my energy to my Haunter on the bench. So pull a Magikarp onto the bench. So retreat back. You got Articuno. Use to attach an energy. So use Find Ice. So pull 3 Water Energies into his hand. Go attach an energy. Let's go attach an energy. Let's go ahead and Ultra Ball. Let's get rid of Crobat. Let's go and pull Gengar. Let's go and evolve into a Gengar. Let's go and Abyssal Handhold for a Dimension Valley. Didn't pull Dimension Valley. So I might end next turn. I could use my something out that doesn't have. Make him waste energy because he's going to attach an energy to this next turn. So let's go and use my Manaphy out. Because I know he has energy in his hand. I'm going to pull up this Gengar. Sinister Fog. It's going to poison the active, and it's going to do 10 damage to the bench Pokemon. So if he wants to get his Manaphy back, he has to attach an energy to it, so he has free retreat. But he was going to attach an energy to his Articuno anyways. Use Freezing Wind. He's going to go ahead and get out a Gyarados. It's the base Gyarados. Get rid of that Purple Hill. Attach an energy to the Manaphy. So retreat it back. Pull up the Lapras. T-Flare Ground. I might end next turn. Because I know he has energy in his hand. And he's gonna pull the supporter. I'm just gonna pull a Muscle Band. Alright. There's the Dimension Valley. For that Purple Hill. Let's go and see First Seeker for an N. Let's go an N. Send a little smiley face. Pull Zubat. What do I have in here? I have a Crobat in there. Let's go and attach an energy to Gengar. Let's go and Abyssal Hand. Let's go and put this Ghastly down. Let's go and Sinister Fog. So a Sinister Fog does 10 to the bench. So next turn, if I can do 10 more, than everything on there would have at least 30. That's when I'll be able to start knocking out. Unless he heals him. He's a Lysander. So Lysander, this Octillery. She's gonna bring out a Lugia with the double colorless. That's not good. So retreat back. Articuno. Use Find Ice. Bring out 3 water energies into his hand. Alright. Let's go and attach energy to this Haunter. Let's go ahead and Guzma that out. Doesn't have any water energies on it, so he has to burn a water energy on it in order to retreat it. Zubat. Let's go ahead and Sinister Fog. So everything would have 30 damage on it. So now he has to be careful what he puts out. because then I'll just be able to one-shot it with Creep Show. So if he has to place a water energy down if he want to keep the Gyarados, because if not, I could just Creep Show it out. The Lugia isn't going to do too much because it does 20 with both energy attached to both active, and I only have like, I don't use a whole lot of energy for my attacks because of the Dimension Valley. So retreat it back. He's just stacking right now. Like he's making sure he has everything set up before he starts attacking. He's gonna pull an Ultra Ball. Let's go ahead and Dimension Valley. Let's just go and attach an energy to this Ghastly. Abyssal Hand. Let's go Level Ball for a Crobat. Let's go ahead and evolve in a Crobat. Let's go and put 2 damage counters on this Lugia, so it'll have 30. Then we'll go ahead and Creep Show that out. Pull an energy. It's like, what? What we got in the Discord? Burn 1 Seeker. 1 Seeker, we got 2 Sycamores in here. We got 2 levels. 2 Guzmas in here. Oh yeah, I forgot I Guzma first. So Skylo. Why do you pay the mana fee? Oh, because he can retreat it back. Crushing Hammer. So he'll try to get rid of the energy. That's what he's trying to do. Crushing Hammer. And it'll already go through. But yep, he'll take off the one off the Gengar. Ultra Ball. 2 water energies. What do you got over here? There's 3. Alright. Another mana fee. So he knows I'll kill it next turn. Aqua Patch. Attach it to his Articuno. Yep. I need another Gengar out. Retreat. I'll be doing 100. I need to find eyes. Why didn't you attack for 100? Oh, I think he messed up. I don't know. Let's go ahead and Crobat. I'm going to go ahead and put 30 damage counters on this mana fee. We're going to go ahead and place an energy. We're going to go ahead and scoop, see if we can scoop.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and Level Ball. Put on our Crobat. Crobat. I'll just do a little bit more damage to this Lugia. Let's go ahead and Ultra Ball. Let's get rid of Sacred Ash and Zubat. I'm gonna pull out another Gengar. Evolve it to Gengar. I'm gonna Creep Show. So another Rare Candy. I'm pretty sure I have 2 rare candies prized. What's the Manaphy? He has 2 Manaphy's on the bench. Throw in play. So he's gonna heal. Okay. He healed the 30 damage off. That's good. So I'm gonna have to pull either a Versiker or a Guzma in order to work around it. Go and do. It'll heal everything. What? I'll heal everything. Wow. Okay. Do what, 80? I have free retreat on Gengar too. So let's go ahead and Crobat. Let's go ahead and put. What is he gonna pull out? What is he gonna pull out though? If he's gonna pull out anything, 20, 40, 60, I'll knock that out no matter what. Let's just do insurance. Let's just make sure that I can get that next turn, because I'm gonna creep show this out. And even if he does kill it, I can bring out my Gengar. I can kill it. There's my other rare candy. Oh, so he's not gonna pull that. I gotta Guzma anyways. I'll Guzma it out and win. Unless he ends. And if he ends or anything, if he doesn't, then I'll just Guzma it out and win. Hunter. Nope. Guzma out the Lugia. Pull my other Gengar. Just gonna creep show it. And that's game. But yep, that's my creep show deck. You just use your Crobats. Use your bats just to do damage. And then your Gengar just comes in and one shots them. So so yeah, that's that. This is my Halloween deck, you could say. Make sure you like and subscribe.